All right, and we are here with the president of the NAACP, Mr. Kaleem Shabazz, for the tribute to Fannie Lou Hamer, which is about to take place in the Fannie Lou Hamer Room here at Stockton University in Atlantic City. Can you tell us the importance of Fannie Lou Hamer, a Mississippi resident when she was alive, being in Atlantic City, and why we are celebrating her today, why the marker on the boardwalk?
Okay, Fannie Lou Hamer was a critical part of the civil rights, social justice movement. Her connection to Atlantic City will go down in history. It already has went down in history. When she said, "Is this America?" we are still answering that question today. When she said, "No one is free until everyone is free," we're still answering that today. When she said she's sick and tired of being sick and tired, as the mayor said this morning, people are still asking that today. So Fannie Lou Hamer is just as much a part of Atlantic City as the boardwalk, the beach, and the ocean. Her contribution to civil rights, to social justice, is invaluable. It cannot be measured. She stood up. She was a person who didn't have formal education, which shows that you don't have to have formal education to make a difference. She was a person who was a sharecropper, which shows you don't have to have wealth to make a difference. She was a person who came from poor conditions, which shows that you don't have to be in the upper class to make a difference. So I am excited and honored to be part of honoring Fannie Lou Hamer in Atlantic City on the boardwalk here tonight with the panel of civil rights and social justice heroes. It's an honor, it's a pleasure, it's a privilege, and I just hope that we get from them the idea that we should keep on keeping on.
Currently, the Democratic Convention is taking place today in Chicago. Fannie Lou Hamer was here for the Democratic Convention when it took place here in Atlantic City. Could you give us a brief understanding of exactly what went down, why she was here, and her role?
Fannie Lou Hamer was here with the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party to try to get them seated as delegates. She failed in 1964, but she was successful in 1968. She integrated, with the help of others, the Mississippi Democratic delegation, which I believe has directly related to Jesse Jackson running, to President Obama being elected, to Vice President Harris being in Thursday being the presidential candidate of the Democratic Party, and I believe eventually the 47th president of this country. So Fannie Lou Hamer started the ball rolling, and people are keep moving. It's like a relay race in track, and we have to carry the ball forward, the baton forward, to cross the finish line.
I'm going to make a statement, and then I want you to give a response. As a young man, I would walk past that spot almost every day coming home from high school. I had no idea who Fannie Lou Hamer was. I had no idea that Dr. Martin Luther King also spoke there. I do now, but what is your response to the fact that there's been no marker up until now, or hasn't been celebrated enough? Those episodes in Black history here in Atlantic City.
No, you're right. That's a failure of leadership. I take some responsibility for that, and I think we're going to correct it. We're going to make sure that young people know who Fannie Lou Hamer was and is. We're going to make sure that people are more aware of what is happening in Atlantic City and civil rights and social justice in general. And that's part of our challenge. Part of our challenge is to make sure that people know the history of America, despite the obstacles and the barriers that people try to put in our way. That's our challenge. You laid it out, and I think we're going to meet it.